Damn storm. We could be 100 miles off course.
There's got to be fresh water, though. This island's big enough. Hey, look at that big pine over there.
What about it?
That's a Norfolk pine. It's used for building ships' masts. In 1790, there weren't any big pines like that left in England. That's when Commander Phillip remembered Captain Cook had found some.
So?
We could be on Norfolk Island. That's where Phillip retired. He planted a lot of those pines.
Doesn't it bother you being right all the time?
Around you, I get used to it.
Commander Phillip's old place?
Someone's been living here. See what I mean? Ship's mast.
Let's get some air in here.
Who are those guys? Beats me! How many? 3! Strategic retreat! I'd go along with that. That way? Looks like the odds are better. Who are those guys?
This way, Mason.
Behind us. You afraid of heights? Yeah. Who are those guys?
I don't know. Squatters who take their rights too seriously?
They were digging for something. Miners?
So much for fresh water and mangoes.
Take a look what they got here.
Yeah, nice.
cell on the right, Lieutenant.
Oh, good. The worst of the lot. Rip, rip, rip.
Hello, Lieutenant. I was wondering when you'd stop by.
What makes you think I'd even want to bother?
Oh, I was sure you would. You love to gloat. Gloating over other people's misfortunes makes you the man you are.
Private. She is to be transported to the Makimo Penal Colony on Monday. In irons.
Civilian ship, sir?
No, French naval vessel. Let's see her try and escape from that.
Do I get the usual privileges while I'm here?
If I had a worse cell, you'd be in it.
What about visitors?
The only visitors you'll be getting are the rats.
And a dozen pine cones for him. I still think we should have gone back to Little Norfolk.
If the shotguns didn't get us, dehydration would have. Your words.
I knew there was a reason.
You have no right to deny any prisoner access to religious worship. No right whatsoever.
Are you telling me there's a spy in my jail? Because if so, I have a right to know.
You are missing the point, Lieutenant.
What's going on here?
The only rights at issue are the rights of the people in your jail. Now, do you want me to go to the governor with this?
All right. If it means so much to you, you can see her on Sunday.
Colin.
Disgusting little man.
Whoa, easy, easy. It's one of God's creatures.
Yes, like head lice. Ah, you've just got back. You don't know what's going on.
We kind of overheard. I think the whole market did.
Lord, no, I'm talking about Isabel Reed. The prisoner you took to New Stanton, the one who escaped.
What about her?
Well, she's the one being denied access to a minister.
She's here?
In Molay's jail. They arrested her in Rarotonga last week.
We were, that's right.
Can you pay for these?
I think she got the word out to Colin, because Colin was her only shot. If Morley was going to let her talk to anyone, it'd be a minister. 3.
Which is a nice way of saying she wants something.
In her position, who wouldn't?
I knew you'd say that. Don't tell me you're planning on helping her out.
You're 20? I'll raise you 30. Why would I help her?
How the hell do I know? You and this woman got some sort of strange connection going on. You want to believe in her, even though she tried to rob you twice.
She's not going to rob me again. She's going to a penal colony.
Who's going to a penal colony?
A criminal.
I'm out.
Raise another 50, Grief.
Tonight.
I'll be there.
Your bit?
Call.
Jacks and 8s.
3 4s.
Well, you know what they say.
No? What do they say, Mo?
Lucky in cards, lucky in love. Don't be a damn fool.
Oh, I'm a fool now, am I?
What I mean is Lavinia is 100 times worth Isabel Reed, in my opinion.
And did I ask for it?
Well, you're getting it.
David Grief, can I talk to you? Private? My name is Cabot.
Sure.
Gentlemen?
My partner, Mauriri.
Yes, I know. You were both involved in the transport of a prisoner to New Stanton, Isabel Reed.
So?
A prisoner who escaped.
Why would you care?
I'm an investigator, Captain Grief, and all the evidence I've accumulated in this case indicates that this prisoner is innocent.
And what makes you say that?
I don't think Miss Reed murdered anyone. Her boyfriend, Marcel Penet, stole money from the French government, but I don't think Miss Reed killed him. Of course, overturning a conviction isn't easy.
Can you prove it?
I think so. That's why I'm here. But this isn't the place to talk. You have a boat in the harbor. We can talk there. Meet me on the wharf just after dark.
All right.
Well.
So what sort of evidence is our friend going to show us?
We'll see.
This is getting to be a habit. You think Keppard set us up? It's them again. Those guys from the island. I'll take the big one!
What took you so long?
Sorry. Mo and I went to meet someone on the wharf, and on the way there, we got shot at.
What?
Then we ended up explaining ourselves to Morlaix for the next 2 hours. Oh.
You okay?
I don't see any bullet holes. Do you?
No. I don't see any bullet holes. I like what I do see. I like it a lot.
Did I keep you waiting?
Yeah. But you know what they say about anticipation?
What do they say?
They say it's half the fun.
This way, Father.
Open the door, soldier.
Sir, I can't. The lieutenant's orders.
If you were in that cell, you would want me to pray with you. Now open the door. And bring her a dry pallet.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for coming. I'm sure you've heard a bit about me.
Yes.
So you know why I'm in here then?
For murder, from what I understand.
I was convicted of killing my former lover, Marcel Penet, a French naval official. I didn't do it.
Why did you ask to see me?
Because I had to share this with someone. While I was on the run, a sailor recognized me. Now, this man says he knows who murdered Marcel, but he wanted money before he'd talk, and I was arrested before I could meet with him. I believe him, because he gave me this. Marcel used to carry it.
Do you know the man's name?
Does it matter? I can't prove my innocence, and all the evidence at the trial pointed to my guilt. I'm convicted. Don't ask me to pray, Reverend. I gave up praying a long time ago. Just wanted someone to know. I'll keep it. They'd only confiscate it. Why don't you give it to David Grief? As a souvenir.
A souvenir?
That's what she said.
I don't know what to make of all this. Cabot claimed he's an investigator. Then he disappeared. For all I know, he was the one who took a shot at us.
To accomplish what? She's very convincing. All the time I was with her, I kept bearing in mind some of the things I know she's done.
I try to do the same.
I need you now. Looks like he's been lying there all night long.
It would mean he was killed around the time he wanted to see us.
You wouldn't possibly happen to know anything about this, would you? Considering your little sideshow last night.
What's his name?
Paul Cabot, French naval investigator.
Our boat's name is now the Tiss.
Look, I bribed a clerk. I got the authorization papers and the death certificate from the governor's office. Even the prison warden won't have any suspicions after we leave.
I hope not. Otherwise, we'll end up in that damn penal colony ourselves.
Still not too late to change your mind.
And why would I do that? I mean, I've got a beautiful wife, 2 gorgeous kids, and I'm just about to break someone out of prison. Remind me why we're doing this once again.
For a lying 2-bit thief, he may not have committed a murder.
Sounds about right.
Good. The tide's turning.
Hoist the sails!
Okay,
Set a course for Makimo!
James, on the bow line. Clear the anchor.
Cozy little spot.
The prisoners all return there at night. They work in the cane fields during the day. We should be able to get a good look from up there. There's Isabel. Hey, wait a minute. There's one of the guys that shot at us on Norfolk Island.
Are you sure?
I don't forget guys who aim shotguns at me.
Okay. Let's find out who he is.
Why make it so hard on yourself, Isabel? Nobody can help you here.
I don't know anything.
You're lying.
Why would I lie?
You know why, Isabel. Because you know where the money is buried. Don't tell me you don't know. Marcel would have told you everything.
I don't know anything.
Good. Are you sure she brought nothing with her? No map,
Nothing. She's been thoroughly searched. She's not hiding anything.
Except what she knows.
If she knows anything, she'll talk. She won't hold up under the lash. Now, in the meantime, you may as well go back to searching the island.
I have good news.
Who is it?
His name's Mason. He owns a sloop. He's a pal of the warden's.
How the hell did you find that out?
The owner of the supply store? He bought a week's worth of provisions. He set sail tomorrow morning.
So he won't be here to recognize us.
Do you want more good news? The guy that died in Tahiti, Vincent Brunet, his death notice is in this paper.
Does it say what he died of?
Yep. I told you it's good news.
Well done, Doc.
Colonel, 2 doctors to see you.
What?
I put them in your office.
I'll put some effort into it.
Mills. I thought you said he sailed in the morning.
I did. I didn't say when.
Well, he's coming straight for us.
I'm about to leave.
I expect to see you in a week.
That you will.
Doctors.
Tunnel.
Dr. Tanner.
I'm Dr. Paul Tunnel. Pleased to meet you. My colleague, Dr. Richards.
What can I do for you?
We're with the Institute of Tropical Medicine, Colonel.
We were working on a research project in Tahiti until the governor pressed us into emergency service.
What emergency?
2 weeks ago, you released a man named Brunet.
Yes, he had served his time.
He died in Tahiti a week ago of a royal fever.
We have every reason to believe it originated from here. The governor has ordered us to conduct examinations.
What?
Of all the prisoners, Colonel.
What, all 525 of them?
Colonel Mills, this highly contagious disease could cut your prison population in half.
Colonel, this is a prison-based economy, is it not?
Yes, that's correct.
Then I'm sure you can understand why the governor might be concerned.
Hey, get up, you mangy dog.
Next.
Next.
Any chills or fever?
Next.
Have a seat, ma'am. This won't take long.
Help me.
We don't have much time.
I can't believe you
Oh, yes, you can. Now listen up. You have a royal fever. Do you understand?
What do I have to do?
Die from it by tomorrow morning. Dr. Tano! This woman has the fever. Sweat's pouring off her. Guard!
Yes, sir?
We need a blanket, water, and camphor. And an isolated cell. Nobody's to go near her. Am I clear?
Yes.
You've got yourself another victim, Colonel.
This one? She can't be sick. Colonel, I'm not going to argue about the pathology of a disease. This woman has royal fever.
Colonel, we put her in the same room as the man who died, Brunet.
You did what?
The same cell. Was the bedding changed?
Colonel, I must say, the standards of hygiene at this prison leave a lot to be desired. And you can be sure I'll mention that in the report.
Still as still.
Like the grave.
Take heed. Lock this door. No one is to come inside. And keep away from this cell.
Dead? I can't believe it.
Colonel, we're doctors. We don't run prisons. We're not at odds here. But certain hygienic improvements must be made, immediately.
Yeah, I understand.
Good. So for all the prisoners, clean mattresses and fresh blankets weekly. And cells scrubbed out regularly.
If you can assure us these improvements will be made, we'll put that in the report to the governor.
And we'll also clean out the cell for you. I'm sure your guards won't be too eager to do it. And we'll dispose of the body at sea. It would be safer than burying it on prison grounds.
I can't believe she's dead.
Believe it. Here's the death certificate.
They're down here, lad.
There's a French naval sloop coming up on starboard. I think it means to board us.
You want to be the doctor or the captain?
I'm a better doctor.
If you say so.
Captain Mackenzie, welcome aboard the Tess. What can I do for you?
Captain, we intend to search this ship for escaped convicts. Standard procedure for vessels leaving McKean. We'll start with that coffin. I hope, for your sake, there's a body in it.
Before you do that, you'd better talk to the doctor.
Open the coffin.
What are you doing? Don't touch it.
I gave an order, Doctor. I want that coffin opened.
Sir, with utmost respect, you have no idea what you're doing.
When I give orders, I expect to see them carried out.
And as the captain of this vessel, so do I.
Open the coffin. You open the coffin. Why should innocent men die because of you?
What do you mean?
Open the coffin.
I want to know what you mean.
That coffin contains the body of a prisoner who died of Oroya fever.
So we can either sail back and my good friend Colonel Mills can do a prison account, or you can open this coffin and suffer the consequences. Doctor?
You have my permission.
Wait a minute! Now you can drop it overboard.
Maybe we should have said a prayer before the burial.
I did. About a dozen of them.
Say one more. Steady winds to get me away from here.
Getting used to walking without leg iron?
I thought there was nothing worse than losing my freedom until I put those things on.
Well, they don't slow down the dead. And you're dead. With paper to prove it.
Why did you rescue me? Because of what I told Colin?
That was part of it.
What was the other part? You still infatuated with me?
I think I'm over that.
You'll never be over that. So why did you do it?
I believe you're innocent. Of murder, at least. Do you know a man named Cabot? An investigator with the French Navy?
No.
One of the cases he was working on was your late boyfriend's. He told us he believed you were innocent. Unfortunately, Cabot was found in Matabai Harbour with his throat cut.
So when this man Cabot was murdered, you decided I might be innocent?
That's right.
Glad to see you got such faith in me.
By any accounts, I should have none. So, what do you plan to do now?
I'd like to go back to Rarotonga. See if this man who says he knows about Marcel's murder is still around.
And if he's not there?
Got a friend there who can get me a job in the stables. Once I've saved enough money, maybe I'll go to America.
Does the name Mason sound familiar?
Mason? No.
So you have no idea what he'd be doing on an island called Little Norfolk?
Little Norfolk.
Yes.
Never heard of it.
We'll be in Rarotonga.
You know, the man Isabel claims knows about her boyfriend's murder. Why does she still think he's in Rarotonga?
Well, maybe he's expecting to get paid. And if he hasn't been paid, maybe he can't afford to leave.
That's a long shot. What's the matter, David?
When I talked to her on deck, I asked about Little Norfolk Island.
And?
I think she lied.
So, that's nothing new?
Remember what Cabot said in Matavai?
Her boyfriend stole money from the French government.
Maybe she knows something about it.
And if she knew about it?
Then sooner or later, she might go after the money.
Once we were out of the way.
You can bet on it.
Isabel? Same again today. There's always one of them watching.
Which one is it this time?
Not Grief, the other one. Isabel, it's been 10 days.
Doesn't matter. We can wait.
Wait. For how long?
As long as it takes. Until they're gone. If I have to shovel this crap, so can you.
Same again.
What? Oh, I can't believe this. Stable cleaning?
Well, you know she likes to ride.
Yeah, riding is one thing, but shoveling horse manure?
David, listen to me. It's been 10 days now. Now, if she wants to shovel out stables to get the money to go to America, that's fine with me. But I need to go home. And you need to let go.
If she's smart, she'll go to America. They can't touch her there.
Well, I hope she does, because if she gets caught, 2 doctors have a lot of explaining to do.
Do you mind telling me what this is?
It's a look.
Yes, it is. There's a very pretty photo in it, too.
She's,
Your former Rattler passenger. I know. Why did it fall out of your pants? Sentimental reasons?
Lavinia.
I don't care whether you slept with her. What bothers me is that you care enough to carry around her photo.
Now that's going to take some skill.
Wish me luck.
David, look. There's a picture behind her photo. That's on Norfolk Island.
Uh-huh. A place you'd never heard of.
Raise the anchor! Up the mainsail! Right, Captain!
You and Lavinia make up?
Well, I may be sleeping on this boat for a month, but I don't think the damage is irreparable.
I don't like to think of myself as a jealous person. David's been with other women. I know that. He's just never been so secretive about it before.
Are you sure he's been with Isabel?
No, I'm not sure. But he's acting like a man who has something to hide. You've met this Isabel. What is she like?
She was in jail when I met her, and not in the best of spirits.
I'm serious.
Well, she's about your height. Her hair is lighter.
I know what she looks like, Colin. What I want to know is, what is she like?
In my judgment, she's very much her own woman, an adventurer, and she doesn't suffer fools.
Sounds like David.
Perhaps. A little.
And do you think there's something going on?
Lavinia, I'm a friend to both you and David.
And you can't betray David's confidence. Not even for me? I understand.
You know, I've been thinking. There's got to be something valuable on Norfolk Island. That's where those guys took shots at us. Yeah. We know Mason was in league with the prison warden. So maybe they're trying to wring something out of her. But she holds out because she thinks we're coming to help her. But in the meantime, she leaves me this. It's emotional bait.
I'd say sexual.
Anyway, those guys on the island with shovels, they're looking for something. But maybe they didn't know where to dig.
But the picture in the locket shows us where to dig.
Under the pine.
And the man in the stables?
Well, he probably signed on with her before she got arrested.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
I meant her.
Where's Mason? Where is he?
Mason!
Fine. You can hang there all
Mason,
day.
watch your back!
Charles, get up that hill and see if you can see anyone.
Mason!
Go. Charles.
Drop the gun, Isabel. Now, where is it?
I want my share of it.
We'll see if we can work something out.
Oh, like the deal you worked out with Marcel?
It's a pity about Marcel. He was a good thief, but a bad liar. He didn't understand how serious I was. Told me the name of this island, not the exact spot. But I'm sure he told you.
So you framed me?
Of course.
Well, that was stupid. I don't know where it is.
Yes, you do. That's why you're here.
Even if I did, I'd never tell you.
Let's see. I think I'll start with a bullet in the knee. It's very painful. Unless, of course, you've got something to say. No?
There's a lot to explain.
Oh, how's the knee? As bad as you thought it'd be?
It's all dug up around the tree.
That's where we started digging.
If it's not under the pine tree.
Pine tree?
Yeah, pine tree. Great for making.
Ship's masts.
Ship's masts?
Keep digging, Isabel. Oh, I bet you got in great shape at the penal colony.
Oh, David, please. I can't.
Dig. Don't you hate being right all the time?
Not this time. Gold coins. 500,000 francs worth. You and your men were sitting on it all along.
And how many men are dead because of it?
Marcel Penet, the investigator Cabot.
All the more for us. Well, you don't think I wasn't going to split it? I mean, you did get me out of prison.
Is it yours?
Is the gold yours to split?
It's worth 500,000 francs.
But is it yours?
Who cares? We can split it, 50-50.
You may be the most dishonest woman I've ever met.
Okay. But are you willing to split it?
No. I'm not going to split it. I'm going to try and make an honest woman out of you.
What do you mean?
We're going back to Matavai Bay. You, me, Mauriri, him too. We're going back for a hearing.
Are you crazy? There's 500,000 francs in gold.
Enough! Felony!
Now.
After hearing all the evidence in this case, I am satisfied that the murder conviction of Miss Isabel Reed should be overturned. At the same time, I am also satisfied that there is enough evidence to warrant filing charges against the others. Take them away. Miss Reed, you are a free woman. You may go.
Do I get compensation?
I would think that to be free and in Tahiti would be compensation enough. And as for you, Mr. Grief, you and your partner, although I can't entirely approve of your methods, I am satisfied that you were acting in good faith to address a grievance. So no charges will be filed for what occurred at Makimo.
Thank you, Your Honor.
The French government is very grateful for the return of its gold coins.
Well, how does it feel being an honest woman?
You see why I gave you the slip in Rarotonga? I knew you'd insist on giving it back.
I'm very predictable.
Oh, really? So what do I do now? Now that I'm free and broke?
Go back to Europe. Find yourself a wealthy man to take care of you. Wear fine silks. Drink good brandy.
I don't think so. Not cut out for Europe.
So what will you do?
Well, maybe the magistrate had a point. I do like it here. I think I'll set up across the strait in Moorea and do what you do.
Do what I do.
Yes, a little healthy competition never hurt. Maybe we can even work together sometime. You should be able to handle that. Especially now that I'm an honest woman.